Moria Designs. I wanted to make a short video of a junk journal that I made. I had an older, well not older, but I had a little planner that had the cover, the chipboard cover. So what I did was I cut the wire, took it apart, and I used the back and the front cover as the covers on my junk journal. And what I did on this one, I used those bags that we actually get. I made slits on the sides. I inserted it and I Mod Podged so it can, adhere down. And what I did on the front cover, hopefully y'all can see it. As I said, I used Mod Podge on it. And I also used some of that vintage photo from Tim Holtz. And then around it, I used some of the Rub and Buff. Let me see if I can get it. I used some of this. I bought a bunch of tubes of it, and I really, really like it. The way that makes my stuff come out kind of grungy, vintagey. Let me see if y'all can actually. Sorry. When I applied the Mod Podge, I just put a little bit of shimmer on it, like a gold glitter, kind of, just to give it some little shimmer. But I love these bags. And on my key, if you can see it, I actually made it with my UT, I guess is the Ranger pot. And what I did was I painted it with the acrylic brown paint. And I went over it, let's see if you close, if you can see it. Went over it with that Rub and Buff just to make it look kind of grungy. And I'm still learning how to do these junk journals. I've seen a lot of different ways people do their binding and stuff. But what I did was actually a little better for me. I used my cinch. I don't know if you can see on the cinch. I also used some of that Rub and Buff just to make it kind of a gold, the wire kind of gold. I applied lace to the binding. And I also had a necklace, pearl necklace, in my stash. All I did was I ran it through and I hooked it in. And on the outside parts, I don't know if y'all can see, I tied it with some of the parts of lace just to give it like a little loopy effect. And I'm not sure if you can really see it on the camera, but I really like the way it came out. And also I added this little part that I got from a friend of mine. She lives in the UK. It was out of my stash. It's like a little, see, danglies. It can look, I thought it came out pretty cute. Alrighty, well, what I did I didn't do a lot of stamping on the inside of this journal. Because I thought maybe she can use it for her own personal use. And I did the same thing with the back of the front cover. I just applied a little bit of Mod Podge, but I used also the vintage photo ink, which is this one. I love it. I love that. Let me just go right through of what I put in here. This was some embossing in here. And a lot of on these edges, I used a lot of my Martha Stewart punches. See if you can see it. This has some, see if you can see the shimmer and the embossing on this paper. And I added some of these sheets. They're like tea-dyed. I bought it like a big stack at Hobby Lobby. So I thought that would look real neat in there. Put some of these papers in that I got from Anna. She's also on YouTube. Lace Boutique or something is her name. Sorry, Anna, I don't remember your name, your YouTube name, but I'll link it below because she always has some good stuff that she's always detaching. Here I just used I had some craft color cards to make greeting cards, but I just cut it a little slit and I adhered a doily that I put Mod Podge, and I also used Lindsay sprays on that. So I thought it would be nice for her to, add pictures or add some journaling. So these were just a lot of my paper stashes that I had. Also, I did some, I don't know if you can see it, but I also did some little Martha Stewart punch there. I added these. I love this paper here. I used some of my stash I had from Maya Rhodes. These little envelopes where maybe she can add things too. So I'm just trying to go through this so I can stay under my 10 minutes. First video I made, it was like 15 minutes and it was taking forever to load up with my phone because I'm still using my phone to do my videos until I get me a real good camera. I used one of my embossing folders here. And I really hope she likes it. Here's another paper line I use, and see if you can also see the little shimmery. It has an aqua blues, kind of greenish, but I like it. And I'm just rambling on. Here's another piece that I embossed with one of my embossing folders. Excuse me. And I just thought about adding this little, Starbucks thing to it. So maybe she can add little tags or something in there. You know, I thought that was cute. Also, there's another craft envelope. Hope I'm not going too fast, but just trying to stay under my 10 minutes. I'm just flipping through them, just so y'all can see. Here's another one with some embossing, glitter, shimmer. And I like this piece that I added. Was this from my paper stash. I thought maybe she can get like a white pen or something and add some journaling to that. Here, I was just trying to figure how to do little pages. Like, I've seen a lot of people doing little pages with their own little stuff. I put a washi tape. I rubbed a I guess it's those rub-on stickers. It's a girl thing. Some stands, and I used some sprays from the Lindsay Sprays. And this was just an image that I made smaller from Etsy. Same thing there. Some more Prima paper. And here also I did some stamping in the sprays. Not stamping. I sprayed some of the Lindsay Sprays. Just stamping away. And I used one of Martha Stewart's punches. Some more paper. Another embossing one. You could see it. Here's another one. I thought this one was cute. I'm trying to get it where it's not working with me right now. Okay, go. There it goes. Here's another one. I thought this was cute. Here's another craft sheet, a card that I put on there. I like the colors on the Lindsay Sprays. Another envelope. And it's just practice the same little things. And here I added some more of that real pretty vintagey tea dye paper so she could do some journaling. And I just thought I would add a couple of these. Just, I mean, I like the way the brown went with the junk journal. And I also did, let me see, a little, the punch from Martha Stewart as well. Here, I just got a sheet of white cardstock, and I did the stamping. I love that stamp there. And I put Dreamers, like a rub-on sticker, and also another little Maya Road there, and did a punch there. I just sprayed and Mod Podged this right here. And also did the same thing to the back of the cover here. I used a lot of the vintage photo on there. So let me show you again the front of my book. I really hope y'all enjoy watching my video. Sorry I had to do a real short one. But let's see. Hopefully my video came out pretty good. And there goes my key. And, well, if you have any questions, I really appreciate y'all taking the time watching my videos. I'm thinking. Well, anyways, don't forget to subby to my YouTube. And thank you for all of you that are already subbies to my channel. And don't forget to leave me comments. Alright, talk to y'all later. Happy crafting. Bye.